Ayan, good afternoon, everyone. It's already 6 o'clock, no? Pero no worries if you have your friends, your family na hindi pa po naka-attend and they're very interested in this kind of webinar, feel free to send those Zoom link na lang. So before I start, no, let me ask our attendees if my presentation or even my voice is very clear. So can you type in number 1 sa ating chat box before I proceed? Let me check, no? Number 1 po sa chat box. Ayan. We also have repeat attendees, no? Once again, hello again si Sir Leandro. We also have Aristeo. So once again, good afternoon. We also have Maria. So feel free to chat, no? If you have ever insights or even questions, you can type in sa ating Q&A button for this webinar. So by the way, our webinar for today, it's entitled The Investor's Toolkit, Busting Investment Myths, together with our FundSmart partner, ATR Asset Management or ATRAM, where you learn more about the strategies and different investment options. So I'd like to introduce myself. No, I am Isnaira Dirampatun, but you can call me Tara for short. I am the Business Development and Market Education Associate of FirstMetroSecurities, the stock brokerage house of the Metro Bank Group. At the same time, if you ever watch our past webinars, no, I think you were able to get to know me and some members of our team. So by the way, our company, First Metro Securities, is dedicated to financial literacy and creating awareness of investment opportunities that empower both individuals and institutions to attain their financial goals. At the same time, we envision to be the largest and most trusted Philippine investment solutions partner. So it's my honor and pleasure to serve you today as your host and also your moderator until this end of the webinar. Okay? So just like to share with you, no, I think some of the restrictions are medyo lesser na now, no? So we have some of the face-to-face sessions from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So for example, for this one, we recently have face-to-face sessions with Department of Trade and Industry for the MSMEs and more. And also for the private sector, meron din kami. And for the public sector naman. So recently, we participated with the Bureau of Treasury for the retail treasury bonds and also last month. So for those na nag-attend po ng MP2 webinar, this is collaborated with them. So for those who want to know more about MP2, even loans that are offered with pag-ibig. And some of our public webinars as well. Okay? Ayan, so here is our data, no? Actually, this is an old data, but we will try to get more about this, no? So this is just a stock market investor profile. So for those naka-attend ng webinar namin before, I think you already know some of these data, no? So basically, Philippines, it's over 100 million in population. So in terms of stock market investor profile, we're at 1.71 million stock market accounts. So in terms of online naman na accounts, it's 1.2 billion. Okay? So around 75% are locally employed. So as you can see here, pinakamalaking population for stock market investors is nasa Metro Manila po at 81.5%. So if you have friends over sa Luzon, it's 10.7%, and in Visayas is 3.7%. And here in Mindanao, actually I'm residing here in Davao City, no? It's 2.5%. So medyo malayo tayo ng difference, no, in terms of the population. So let me ask our attendees, no, sino po dito yung may mga stock market accounts already or even investment account? Can you type in yes if meron pa tayo and no if wala pa? Sa ating chat box lang po. Ayan. Okay, we also have one. I think wala pa ako nakikitang no. We have Benny, we have Sir Edgar, we also have Aristeo. So it's nice to virtually meet everyone. We have Abigail, we have Alan. So medyo marami, no? So it's good na meron ng mga exposure in terms of stock market accounts. Okay? So for those existing and also not yet invested in any investment accounts, no, that are especially dapat legal, no? So our webinar for this evening will be perfect for you as we will discuss more about investment options. And we will invite some experts, no, from our FundSmart partner. Ayan. That's why we have guest speaker from ATRAM to share and discuss further. No? So we are so honored to have him. Actually, he is a dynamic and agile veteran in banking and financial industry for the past 15 years. Carlo has provided investment and wealth advice to retail and high net worth and corporate clients throughout the Philippines. At the same time, he is a business development manager for ATRAM Trust Corporation, the first standalone trust corporation in the Philippines, and first to launch a complete range of feeder funds in the Philippines, so which provide Filipinos access to offshore investments in the global markets. At the same time, he holds a master's degree in industrial economics from the University of Asia and the Pacific. He was a certified SEC fixed income salesman and a certified investment solicitor. He is a certified individual pair administrator, certified treasury professional, and certified trust practitioner. So without further ado, let's all welcome Sir Carlo Abat. Hi, Sir Carlo.
Hello, Tara. Good evening wherever you are in the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, or kung saang lupalop ng daigdig man kayo nandoon. Mayong buntag sa mga friends natin sa South and naimbag nga aldaw sa mga Ilocano friends natin. Thanks very much, Tara. So, do I proceed already? Okay, let me just share my screen. All right. My name is Carlo Abat. Before anything, I would like to thank in behalf of ATRAM Trust Corporation, our friends in Securities, for inviting us to participate in the legendary series, the Fund Smart series. I've been seeing it all over social media, and it is an honor and a great pleasure to be here with you tonight. We'll try to make this as informal as possible, as interactive as possible. Sabi nga ni Tara kanina, if you have any questions, just put it in the Q&A and we'll try to answer them later. If you are not an investor, in case you answered no kanina, the intention of this session is to encourage you to actually start investing. If you have an investment already, I hope to be able to get rid of any wrong misconceptions, wrong ideas about investing tonight. And if you are a seasoned investor naman, the things that I will be saying tonight are actually things that you already know. Pero kasi kailangan marinig ulit para ma-re-emphasize ating sarili. Just so that we will be able to be reminded by investment myths that at the back of our heads we question. Okay, so we start off basically with a reality check. Okay, this might be something that will hurt some people, but it needs to be said. The reality that your money loses value day by day. Tumataas ang presyo ng bilihin whether you like it or not. Prices will rise. Gasolina, pagkain, bigas, pamasahe, whatever, tuition fees, whatever it is, whether you like it or not, prices will rise. And that's something that you cannot control. That's something the government cannot control, and that's certainly something Superman cannot control also. Kasi nga, prices will rise whether you like it or not. Now, given this reality, friends, it's very imperative that you need to invest. Okay? There's nowhere, unless you win the lottery or you inherit rich or mangloko kayo ng kapwa Pilipino nyo, the only way towards financial security is actually to be able to invest. Okay? So with that being said, friends, let's bust some investment myths. We'll go straight to it. I have listed 8 investment myths that a lot of investors or pre-investors are thinking of, and let's try to bust them and hopefully ma-encourage you to start investing or to add on or to continue with your investment journey. Okay, let's start off with the first investment myth. Carlo, ang investing para lang yan sa mayayaman. Okay, let me give you a big thumbs down on that. Because, friends, investing is actually what you do to become financially comfortable in the future. Kasi yung sinasabi nila, pang mayaman lang yung investment and all of that. Actually, investing is something you do para maging mayaman to some level of degree. Okay? Investing is what you do to become financially comfortable in the future. The good thing about the investment environment in the Philippines is that there are various accessible investment options for people with different levels of income. You don't have to be rich to start investing. In fact, you can invest for you don't need millions and millions of pesos. In fact, a lot of companies in the Philippines, investment companies in the Philippines, have actually brought down their minimum investments. I'm company agnostic here, but there are a lot of companies in the Philippines who can offer you investments for as low as 50 pesos, for example. Okay, of course, the kita is proportionate to what you invest, but the thinking na pangmayaman lang ang investments, hindi po totoo yan. Because there are a lot of opportunities and options that are available even in the Philippines. Okay? So with that myth busted, we go to the second myth. Investing is the same as gambling. Ang paglalagay ng pera, for example, sa stock market, sugal yan. Gambling, hindi mo alam. It's a gamble. Yeah, it's gambling. When in fact, it's not really gambling. True. As with anything in life, investing entails risk. Okay? Ano lang yan? There are three realities in life: death, taxes, and risks and investing. Okay? Kahit anong gawin mo actually, there is risk involved. Yung tatawid ka lang ng daan or bababa ka ng elevator, that already entails risk. Okay? Same thing with investments. Okay? There is risk involved in that, but it is not gambling, especially if it involves research, it involves analysis, and it involves strategic planning. That's what successful investing is all about. Pero Tara, tatanungin mo ko, Carlo, hindi naman ako magaling mag-research, hindi naman ako magaling sa analysis, hindi naman ako magaling sa strategic planning. Ano na ngayon? Does that mean I will not become a successful investor already? Well, no, it is not a reason for you to become unsuccessful in investing. Kasi there is, as I will show in a few slides later on, there is a wealth of knowledge that is available out there. Pumunta ka sa bookstore, madaming mga libro about finance and investing. Pumunta ka sa YouTube, madaming videos, madaming blogs, madaming vlogs. Social media is filled with information about investing, yung mga forum na nasa Facebook, for example. And the most important, I think, is that, again, I am preempting my presentation, but there are a lot of financial advisors there who can and who will help you. Now, I'll talk more about that later. Okay? So, friends, you do not need to be have the notion that investing is gambling, because investing has risks, but these risks are calculated kung ikaw ay kung alam mo yung ginagawa mo or may nagga-guide sa iyo para matulungan ka sa iyong investment journey. We'll go to the third myth. Carlo, timing the market is key. Buy low, sell high. Okay? While it is true that buy low, sell high is a good investment strategy and it will make you rich, definitely, the thing to remember is that more important than timing the market, time in the market is key. Tara, magkaiba yun ha. Timing the market and time in the market. Timing the market, babantayan mo yung merkado araw-araw. You will be in the market every day. You will look when there is an opportunity to buy and when there is an opportunity to sell. That's well and good if you're well informed about what is happening in the market on a daily basis, or if you have the time to do so. But personally, I think, and this is speaking from experience, time in the market is actually more successful for me, is more effective for me. Yung bang tipong ilalagay mo lang yung investment whether the market is high or whether the market is low, and you will just watch it go as the years go by, and makikita nyo that the returns really are something that encourage you to add on to your investments, or even to make you happy kasi pat in the back, tama yung ginawa ko a long time ago nung nag-invest ako. Time in the market is key, but more importantly, you have to, and if there is anything that you will leave with in this webinar, I hope ito yun. For you to be a successful investor, you have to invest early and you have to invest regularly. Okay? Invest early. There is no better time to invest than there's no better time to invest than yesterday. Yesterday was actually the best time to invest. Pero you already missed out on that opportunity. The next best time to invest is now. Palalagpasin mo pa ba yung opportunity na to? Will you let that opportunity pass you by again? Okay? So again, if there's anything that I wish that you take away from this quick talk, it's that for you to become a successful investor, you have to invest early and invest regularly. Okay? Now we go to the next myth, Tara. Diversification is overrated. Lagay ko na lang lahat sa stocks. Kasi doon naman malakas yung kita eh. Doon mataas yung kita. Well, that's well and true that stocks have provided you good returns over the past how many years, and I'll show you historical returns later. Pero the best investment is a diversified investment. Okay? Yeah, that's exactly what the slide says. The best investment is a diversified investment. Meron kang investment in stocks, meron kang investment in bonds, in money market. You mentioned earlier RTBs, which are actually a good investment option also, mga government securities, corporate bonds, and all of these things. The best investment is a diversified investment. Kasi when you invest in a diverse array of securities, your risk is mitigated. Carlo, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng your risk is mitigated na yan? It means for the same level of risk, you can get better returns, or you can get the same returns for lower risk. Friends, what I'm just trying to emphasize here is that diversification is very underrated, especially with what we learned during the dark years of COVID. If you remember, that was almost 4 years ago when we had no choice but to lock ourselves up in our houses. The markets really went down and all of these things. But investors who managed to have a diverse set of investments actually did not experience as much losses as those who were purely in the stock market, for example. Kung nasa stock market ka nun, if I remember correctly, 4 years ago, bumagsak by 30% yung PSEI during that time. And yung mga investor that are purely invested in the stock market, all they had going for them was kamot ulo kasi wala na silang magawa. Okay? Please diversify your investment. Sabi nga nila, don't put all your baskets in one egg. Okay? Yun yung naging sinasabi ng former mentor ko. Don't put your baskets in one egg. Of course, it's meant to be baliktad, but the point is, there has to be a creative way for you to diversify your investments. ito, very common misconception about the market. Investing is complicated. Napakahirap mag-invest. Hindi ko alam kung saan mag-uumpisa, kaya wag na lang. And I'm sure through the FundSmart series, through the years, a lot of participants or a lot of watchers of the series have this in mind, that investing is a complicated process, when in fact, investing can be fun. I started my own personal investment journey. I specifically remember it. It was July 2011. That's when I first bought my first UITF from a bank. I was working in a bank at that time. I bought my first UITF, and it was a balanced fund. The market at that time, 2011, July, was around 3,300 pa lang. It ended that year at 3,800. So ang laki na ng gains from July to December of that year in particular. And that was fun for me. It was fun for me because it paid for my wedding. It paid for the birth of my child. It paid for eventually the property that I was able to purchase. Friends, investing can be fun. Don't be discouraged na complicated yan, because it can be fun. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. If you are not able to be able to study the market, friends, ang daming trustworthy and reliable financial advisors who can assist you. There are a lot of people. It's a very small, the financial advisors, it's a small group in the Philippines, but while they're small in numbers, they are not short in passion. A lot of us are very passionate about helping you succeed financially. So get a trusted one, get a reliable one. If possible, get someone who is recommended by a friend of yours or a family member. Kasi di mo din maiwasan na meron din who have their own vested interests in mind. So be very careful about the financial advisor who you seek assistance from. But a lot of us are actually well-meaning financial advisors, and they can assist you. We can assist you towards your own financial journey as well. But only invest in something that you understand and are comfortable given your profile. The best investment for Juan is not the best investment for Pedro. If you're seated beside someone right now, the best investment for you is not the best investment for the gentleman on your left or the lady on your right. Because investing, friends, is unique and personal. Invest in something that you can understand and are comfortable with. Yung tipong tara yung nakakatulog ka pa sa gabi sa yung investment. Okay? And sabi ko nga, there is a plethora of resources that you can read, listen to, watch. You can attend face-to-face forums. You can attend virtual forums. FirstMetroSec has a lot of them. If you actually go to their website, to their Facebook page, they have one halos every other week that they open to the public. And it's not only FirstMetro who does that. A lot of companies in the Philippines do this with the intention of sharing the investment success journey with you. Okay? So there's plenty of resources there. It's just up to you to filter ano ba yung tama sa akin, ano ba yung hindi tama sa akin. Okay? So again, it can be fun, but be educated as you go along with your investment journey. We're up to the 6th investment myth that we want to bust, and that is investing is a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't know how else to bust this, but an investment, pag linapitan ka ng somebody, garantisado 20% in 1 month. Ang tawag doon ay investment, yes, but ang isa pang tawag doon ay scam. Okay? If it's too good to be true, it definitely is. Then it must be too good to be true. Because investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. In fact, healthy investment returns take time. Hindi pwedeng mag-i-invest ka ng 1,000 pesos tapos gusto mo next month maging 2,000 pesos na yon. Wala pong ganun. Scam po ang tawag doon. Because actually, healthy investment returns take time. Kaya nga yung sabi ko kanina, di ba? Invest early and invest regularly. Okay? Since it takes time, let time be your friend. Okay? Kaibiganin mo yung oras na nasa merkado ka. I mentioned earlier, timing is not the key, but actually time in the market is key. Let time be your friend. Through the long term, and again, I'll show you the graph later of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. It will give you healthy returns if you allow time to be your friend as far as investing is concerned. Parang yung ano lang yan, yung analogy na diamonds are made through centuries of it being underground or whatever. It takes time for you to be able to achieve something as far as investing is concerned. Tara, nasa number 7 na tayo. Ignoring market downturns is the best strategy. This might be a little bit controversial because sabi ko kanina, invest early and invest regularly. Yaan mo na yung merkado kung downturn siya. Continue to invest pa rin. While that is a good strategy, yung bang ignoring whether the market is up or whether the market is down, I will invest. But let me caution you on that. Because on the other side of the coin, ignoring market downturns can be a very good strategy kasi invest ka lang ng invest, whether the market is down or up. It can be a good strategy, but be ready to adjust during these fluctuations. Okay? A perfect example, again, was COVID during that time. It was very hard to ignore the market when you saw the market went down by 30-40% during that time. So be prepared lang to adjust your strategy, your expectations on your investments during these market fluctuations because it might be better for you to look at other opportunities because with every downturn, there is an opportunity that is awaiting out there. Okay? So kasi kung masyado kang fixated sa iyong investment, you might miss out on other opportunities that are out there. So be on the lookout for these opportunities. Myth number 7, it's never too late to invest. To, very, very common to, especially sa mga Pilipino, yung mga manyana habit ng Pilipino. I can always invest next year kasi New Year's resolution ko to for 2025. It's never too late. Bata pa ako. I'm only 28 years old. I have a whole lifetime ahead of me. When in fact, your investment goals have fixed timelines. If your investment goal is retirement will not come later. It will always come when you turn 60 years old. The college of your kids, hindi titigil yung paglaki ng anak ninyo dahil hindi pa kayo nag-uumpisa mag-invest. The college of your kid, the timeline for that will not get any later if you purchase of a house, for example. Your property values in the Philippines are not getting any cheaper. Okay? So, yes, you can delay your investments, no problem. But the thing is, your investment goals have fixed timelines or have timelines that are earlier than what you expect them to be. So be grounded with that reality, friends. it's never too early. Sabi ko nga kanina, the best time to invest was yesterday, but you actually missed out on that opportunity already of investing yesterday. In fact, dare I say, the best time to invest was actually 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Okay? But you already missed out on that. It's never too early to start investing. But sometimes it can be too late already. If you're planning for your retirement and you start investing when you're 55 years old already, it might be too late to do that. If you're trying to save up for a college fund for your child, pero high school na siya kapag nag-umpisa kayo, it might be too late for that. Okay? So again, it's never too early to invest. In fact, what I tell a lot of people I talk to, start investing during the second payroll that you receive. During your second payroll, actually. Kasi sige na, yung first payroll mo, mag-YOLO ka na, magwalwal ka na parang wala nang bukas. Fine. But the second payroll mo, kailangan a part of it is already invested towards your retirement, for example. Because it's never too early to invest. Friends, as far as the Philippines is concerned, kasi there are a lot of doubters of the Philippine growth story. Believe in the long-term growth story of the Philippines. Friends, notice I said long-term growth story because yes, there are times na hindi mo na alam yung gagawin mo kasi the markets are just too bad or really kamot ulo ka na lang talaga kasi mali yung investment decision na ginawa mo. But believe in the long-term growth story of the Philippines. Because throughout the years, throughout the decades, actually, if you look way back when the Philippine Stock Exchange opened during the late 80s, it has endured whatever happened since then. Coup d'etat, power crisis, Mount Pinatubo, impeachment, global Asian financial crisis, global financial crisis, COVID, all of these things, it has made the market go up and down, yes, but sabi ko nga kanina, believe in the long-term growth story of the Philippines. If you see, it started off at around 500 in 1987, if I'm not mistaken, and it's now flirting at 6,900. So that's from 500 to 6,900. How many times growth would that have been had you invested then? I want to emphasize this because the Philippine growth story is resilient, it's robust, and for those who have invested, it is very rewarding also. Resilient, I don't mean to glorify the resilience of the Filipinos or the Philippine economy, whatever, but it has endured and withstood whatever the world threw at us, whatever the Philippines threw at us as investors. There's no other way to put it. The Philippine growth story is there, and the future is still brighter. There are 10 million OFWs who are abroad sending money to their families here in the Philippines every year. The Philippine population is actually young compared to our neighbors. If you're above 27 years old, you're already older than half of the Philippine population. A lot of BPOs are still in the Philippines. BPOs have actually turned the Philippines into a 24/7 economy. Kasi kahit lumabas ka ng 3:00 ng madaling araw, makikita mo yung mga convenience stores that are open and they're actually full of individuals who are working, employees of companies who are working around the clock, actually. So believe in the long-term story of the Philippines. And with that, friends, there are a lot of products that are offered by ATRAM through FirstMetroSec that you can actually look into. And I will just run through the slides because I want to answer questions later. The ATRAM Philippine Equity Smart Index Fund, for example, is a passively managed fund. It just follows the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So kung ano yung galaw ng Philippine Stock Exchange Index, ganun din yung magiging returns niya. Or if you want an actively managed equity fund, it's the ATRAM Philippine Equity Opportunity Fund, which is also available in FirstMetroSec. This one naman, the fund manager actively chooses the individual stocks that are in the portfolio. And lastly, it's the Alpha Opportunity Fund, the ATRAM Alpha Opportunity Fund. Dito naman, instead of choosing the fund manager choosing the blue chip stocks, ito naman yung mga small to mid cap securities, which actually have given growth also throughout the years. So you can diversify with those already. Okay, friends, that's it for me. I just wanted to, I'll answer questions later, of course, but I wanted to emphasize lang that investing is something that you should do as a Filipino. Not only yung para sa bayan, yung para sa bayan notion, but also for yourselves, for your families. And it is our hope in ATRAM through our partnership with FirstMetroSec that we will be part of your investment journey because we want the best for you as our clients, and we look forward to dealing with you. We look forward to being part of your investment journey. With that, maraming salamat. I'll turn you back to Tara.
Thank you so much, Sir Carlo. One favor lang, sir. I think nawala kanina due to the internet, no? Can you make me co-host na lang po, sir?
Okay. I will stop share first, and you'll have to pardon me because my Zoom is, because I am not the best person in Zoom. Where are you, my dear? Sorry. Hindi kita makita, Tara. Wait, there you go. Make
Yes.
co-host. There you go.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, nawala ako ng konti, but I'm here, no? Basically, for those who have watched yung presentation ni Sir Carlo, if you have questions, by the way, please put it sa ating Q&A na sections, no? For now, we'll have Sir Carlo muna take a quick break, and I'd like to take this opportunity as well to share a couple of things on behalf of First Metro Securities and to better guide you to invest in some of the funds that were mentioned by Sir Carlo kanina. Okay? Ayan. So how do you invest in some of the UITFs mentioned by Sir Carlo? For example, we have the ATRAM Philippine Equity Smart Index Fund. So kindly log in lang po sa ating First Metro Securities account. So after that, so from the homepage, click on the funds in the upper right-hand corner of the platform. This will redirect you to the FundSmart homepage. So once you land actually on the FundSmart, we have over 132 funds to. So medyo marami tayong options, and you get to see all of the funds under our partners just like ATRAM. So it's good to have many options and also choices, no? But we need to have the right tools to easily choose the funds that best fit our investing needs. So actually, FundSmart empowers yung tools for analyzing whether you want to screen or even compare different funds, just like mga mutual funds, even UITFs, no, that are available with our FundSmart. At the same time, if you scroll down below, you can actually locate the ATRAM Philippine Equity Smart Index Fund that were mentioned by Sir Carlo kanina. So if you're inclined to invest, you just have to click on the fund. And then this will show you actually the fund profile. This will help you understand more about the fund. So actually, you can view its risk rating if you want to check out a new fund type niya, the minimum and additional investment. You can also check the minimum holding period, the performance chart, and the top holdings and fund allocation. So if you decide to invest in this fund, click lang natin yung subscribe button that's easily accessible on the top right side portion of the page. Clicking this will redirect you to the instruction page. Ayan. So basically, yung instructions lang natin, you just have to put the fund code and also the amount that you'd like to invest and then click subscribe. So to confirm your instruction, you need just to input your password and then click confirm. So just that, no, it was actually easy compared to other steps that you were able to take from other na investment platform. Actually, for the Fund Smart, we are one-stop shop for investment funds. No? As I've mentioned kanina, you can actually invest in mutual funds, UITFs, and ETFs. At the same time, with Fund Smart, this is without sales load and transaction fees, as friction costs are not passed on the investor but rather paid by the fund. Ayan, so this to quickly share some of the strategies, no? So sabi ni kanina ni Sir, no, you just have to, I think one of the advice na sinabi niya is you have to put your money as early as possible if you're able to invest, no, at the same time regularly. So we actually have a strategy if you're inclined to invest in long term. Meron po tayong tinatawag na peso cost averaging. So all you need to do is to invest a fixed amount regularly regardless of the market trend. So whether aakyat po or bababa po yung ating market. So you can do this maybe twice or once a month consistently. At the same time, peso cost averaging may be easy to understand though, but actually it's challenging to maintain the discipline consistently. So actually we have this program, tinatawag natin na Voluntary Investment Program or VIP. You can save actually your time and effort in growing your portfolio. So this will be automatically investing in some of the funds of your choice through our program, the Voluntary Investment Program. So this encourages disciplined investing, automatic diversification, and investing hassle-free. So di na po need natin to post buy orders on your own. At the same time, investments can be sold and redeemed at any time. So to get started, actually, you just have to decide on three things, no? First is how much to invest. Second is how frequent. So sinabi ko kanina, maybe once or twice. And third is where to invest. Kung ano po yung fund na napili natin. Okay, so just fund your account regularly and the amount will be deducted automatically from your buying power on the debit date. So debit date, it may be 50th or the 30th day of the month. Okay, so at the same time, for those who are new to First Metro Securities, once you have an account with us, you can actually access this via your computer, tablet, and mobile app. And also you can access the PSE stocks. We also have the real estate investment trust, exchange traded funds, mutual funds, UITFs, and bonds. Okay, so for those who are very interested to open a FirstMetroSec investment account, no, there are two ways actually. You can go sa ating website, that's www.firstmetrosec.com, or if you want to have a much more easier process, no, and also for individual accounts, you can scan the QR code na nasa screen po natin. That's the QR code for our mobile app. So actually, yung ating account opening, no, medyo easier siya compared before, because before I think paperwork pa lahat, no, and medyo magta-travel ka pa, pero right now it's all online. You just have to accomplish all the steps, all the forms, and upload the required documents. So for faster processing of your account opening, just have to use the seminar/the event code ATRAM para alam po namin that you came from this webinar. So for your reference, meron po tayong short video lang on how to open your account via our mobile app.
Trading on the go? Here's FirstMetroSec Go for you. Easily open your account today with this app. You can download the FirstMetroSec Go app through Play Store or App Store for free. If you already have it on your device, simply open the app and click Sign Up Now. Next, you need to create a user ID. Read and agree to the terms, and provide these information. Done? Click the link on the email verification site. Now, complete your account application. First, input your account information. Then, provide your user information. Next, accomplish the investor profile form. Almost there. Read and agree to the terms and conditions. Then click agree. You will then receive your reference number through the app. Don't forget to save this number because you will need it for your initial deposit. Next, upload or take a photo of these requirements. 1 valid ID, 3 signatures on a piece of white paper, proof of address, and proof of bank account. If you're self-employed, there are additional requirements. Now let's fund your account. You can make your initial deposit through bills payment, online fund transfer, over-the-counter deposit, or remittance. The minimum 5,000 pesos or $100 can be used to invest in stocks, funds, and bonds. There is no maintaining balance required. Next, you will need to verify your identity. Simply take a photo of your ID and take a selfie. You're all set. An email confirmation will be sent to you in 2 to 3 business days. Happy trading! For more information, visit our help center at help.firstmetrosec.com.ph. All the options and convenience within your reach through International Finance, best online broker, and best online trading platform for 4 years in a row. With FirstMetroSec, it's your future first.
Ayan, so for those who want to connect with us, again, our website is www.firstmetrosec.com.ph, and also in our social media channels, just search at First Metrosec, both for Facebook community, Instagram, we also have Twitter, and for Viber communities. And for those who want to watch yung ating mga past webinars, actually naka-upload na siya sa aming YouTube channel, no? So just check it out, okay? So for those of our existing clients, for the account concerns, whether updates or even access concerns, just email po the customerservice.com at firstmetrosec.com.ph. Okay. Ayan, so lastly, no, for those who want to have us to conduct a financial webinar, especially for those who want customized, gamified award-winning market education programs exclusively for your companies, whether you have for your school or even organization, just send us a formal invite at firstmetrosec.com.ph. That's market education at firstmetrosec.com.ph. Ayan. So before we approach the end of our webinar, no, let's have a live Q&A with our guest speaker. We have Sir Carlo. Again, you can ask questions about his presentation, about the misconceptions that he said earlier, no, and some of the ATRAM points. Simply write them down the designated Q&A section of the platform, and we'll try to get through as many as possible during the allotted time. So by the way, for those na hindi pa namin ma-entertain, we'll try to answer them offline na lang po. Okay? Again, so let me just check for this one. Actually, for this one, medyo FMS na siya na questions, no? So we'll try to get through as many as we can. We'll try to ask muna first about his presentation, no? Kasi nandito na si Sir Carlo. So for this one, actually, sir, marami tayong mga beginners, no? If may napapansin po tayo. Maybe on the first question answer, this is related on some of the questions, no? Sir Carlo, what should I look for when picking a fund for the first time? And how do I know if it's a good investment?
Okay. Well, first of all, kailangan naiintindihan niyo yung fund. To know kung naiintindihan niyo yung fund, dapat ma-explain niyo yun sa kapitbahay niyo. the best fund is something that you understand. But other than that, how to determine whether a fund is good or not is, first, it's something you're comfortable with investing. You accept the risk on that. You have compared the returns of that fund versus its benchmark or versus competitors of that fund also. Kasi tara, kahit kunyari a fund will give you gave you nung 2023 30%, for example. You cannot say with that statistic alone whether that fund is good or not. Kasi what if the benchmark did 50% pala? Or what if another company offered a very, very similar fund but it did 45%? So yung 30% mo, yes, it's good as far as returns are concerned, pero you could have earned more if the fund manager did better managing of the funds, or another company did it better. So there are a lot of things to look out for. It really is to your own personal comfort, given your risk and your personality. But just take a look at how it's performing versus its benchmark and versus competitors of that particular fund. Kasi sabi ko nga, kahit maganda yung returns ng fund na yon, pero kung yung benchmark naman niya mas mataas yung return, o si Bank ABC did double returns for that same kind of fund, then the 20% may not be enough for you to say that it's a good fund or not. So wag nyo lang titingnan yung returns. Also look for a very important. Look for a reputable fund manager. Wag yung using the words in the street, wag yung pipichuging fund manager yung pipiliin nyo. Look for the fund manager who is actually well established already, who has been there through the years, who have consistently provided returns to their clients, and you know na yung may genuine concern para sa mga kliyente nila, hindi lang yung after the sale. So there's a lot of research that involves that, but again, there's a wealth of knowledge out there that you can actually consult.
Thank you so much, Sir Carlo. I think sa next question will be more about the UITFs that were able to pay some of the dividends. From Abraham, do you have a fund that generates cash monthly for its investors?
Not monthly. There are some UITFs or mutual funds in the industry in the Philippines that actually do that. I'm not sure if there are monthly, but quarterly, definitely yes. Again, this entails research on your side, but there are available out there. Of course, I cannot say those particular companies, but for the sake of conversation, kunyari tayong dalawa lang nag-usap, there are out there. But of course, kapag may consistently kang natatanggap, ang nako-compromise naman doon yung returns ng fund mo. Yes, you get something monthly or quarterly, pero as far as the growth of your principal is concerned, baka that will be compromised. So again, it all depends on your need. Kung liquidity ba or you want something for the long term. Kasi kung long term, Tara, yung investment objective mo, then you shouldn't be concerned about liquidity monthly or quarterly. But to answer the question, ang dami ko nang sinabi, there are available out there.
Thank you, Sir Carlo. On to the next question, no? I think for those, again, for the beginners, no, how do I know if my fund is doing well? I think for those na, I think yung sir na, for the funds na kung aakit ba siya is still a good fund, or kung bababa siya bigla and then babagla naman siya. And what do you think about it, sir?
There is risk as far as investing is concerned. You cannot take that out of investments. But again, always look at the long-term returns of that particular fund, how consistent that fund is in providing returns to their clients. Yes, there will be years na negative yung magiging returns, even the best funds. That's why you just have to be able to adjust your strategy if there are market downturns. But yeah, you will know whether a fund is good or not. Look at its performance versus the benchmark, and look at its performance versus other funds of the same kind.
Thank you, Sir Carlo. On to the next question. I think some of the funds na na-share ni Sir kanina, is equity fund. So on to the next question. Are equity funds safer than individual stocks? And how can I manage the risk associated with the investing in them?
Tara, before I answer that, I highlighted Philippine equities as my personal choice of fund because there is a lot of upside as far as Philippine stocks are concerned. Now, to answer the question, is it better to invest in individual stocks or to buy stocks as a fund? It has its pros and cons, but I guess the best advantage of an equity fund or a stock fund comes in the form of diversification. For as low as 1,000 pesos you mentioned earlier, you are already able to be exposed in 30-35 stocks already. Hindi mo siya magagawa kasi kapag individual stocks yung bilhin mo with that same amount of money. And another advantage of investing in a fund is that the fund manager will do all the trading for you. The fund manager will read the market from the time the market opens at 9:30 in the morning hanggang alas 3 ng hapon, Monday to Friday, except pag may holiday. So the advantage of being invested in a fund is that number one, it's cheaper. Number two, it's diversified. And then number three, it's the fund manager who is doing all the work for you. There are advantages of investing in direct stocks. Don't get me wrong. It's actually fun kasi nakikita mo yung mga pinili mong particular stock, tumataas siya or bumababa for that matter. But the thing is, when your choice of stock goes down, you only have yourself to blame kasi ikaw yung pumili niyan. So from the perspective of professional fund management and diversification, yun yung advantage of being in a fund.
Thank you, Sir Carlo. I think that's the last one for our Q&A, no? Medyo malapit na tayo sa ating allotted time. So, by the way, for those na hindi po namin ma-answer, we'll try to answer them offline. And for now, before we approach the end of our webinar, no? Thank you so much for all the questions, especially for our attendees. We were able to reach around 70. And of course, thank you very much to our speaker. We have Sir Carlo for spending his time with us.
For FirstMetroSec, anytime.
Thank you, Sir Carlo. And to our attendees, we also value your feedback. You can share your thoughts and experiences with us by scanning the QR code that's showing on your screen, no? And answer our feedback form. At the same time, your input is essential in helping us improve our services and webinars, no? Actually, nakikita namin yung mga feedback nyo and better meet your needs. So we appreciate your contribution and look forward to implementing those positive changes. And while the attendees are answering our feedback form, may we request some parting words na lang po from Sir Carlo before we end our webinar.
The best time to invest was yesterday. You already missed out on that opportunity. The next best time to invest is now. And we in ATRAM hope to be part of your investment journey. For more information about the funds that we offer, you can visit our website, www.atram.com.ph. You can also go to YouTube and search ATRAM Studios, and you will be able to see all our webinars that we have conducted in the past. And of course, FirstMetroSec also a very reliable partner of ours. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Carlo. Ayan, naka-plug pa si Sir ng YouTube. I think some of the questions kanina, they were asking about our official YouTube channel. Again, for ATRAM, it's ATRAM Studios. And for us, it's First Metro Securities. Okay, so there you have it. Once again, on behalf of First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to ATRAM for gracing us with their time and presence. And it's truly an evening well spent. Thank you also to everyone who attended tonight. We sincerely hope learned a lot, no? And actually, yung mga misconceptions ni Sir Carlo, they were very helpful, and some of those are very common questions na inaasa amin sa office, no? Hopefully, we were able to be more confident in checking out investments out there, especially dapat legal, no? That those investments and also lessons will make your investment journey not just more profitable, but also more enjoyable. We hope to see you again in our future learning events, because over here at First Metro Securities, we put your future first. Have a great evening, everyone. This has been Tara, your host, and Sir Carlo as your guest speaker. Thank you, everyone. Keep safe po. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.